What is going on, YouTube? We are pulling up another video today, taking a break from the dkoldies ones and actually looking more at the Lukie Games one. Is basically just another website that's similar to dkoldies, where they do most of their stuff online and they take trade-ins, they do other stuff. They have similar stuff like free shipping on orders over $25, a 90-day return policy, yada yada yada, and they actually have rewards as well. So I'm kind of window shopping today. We're just kind of looking at some prices of this one. I know in a past video we compared them, and they're both kind of similar, like a lot of these places are nowadays, because they're trying to flood the market or inflate the market or whatever you want to call it. So we're just gonna hop on over. Let's see here. Woo, do the old flashy maxi. So what I have here is my wish list. So I just made an account on here, and I was gonna kind of look at some stuff to add to my wish list that I want to do for future purchasing maybe, and also just in general to compare prices. So they don't really have a special page on here for their deals that I could see right now. They just had the recommended ones and stuff like that, which we can already see is stuff down here. Oh, here we go. We got the blowout specials actually. So we're gonna pull this up, and instantly you're gonna see a similar thing than dkoldies. I think when I looked it up the one time before, these ones did have a little bit better prices, but one of the big thing is dkoldies now has, I think it's a whole year warranty, where Lukie Games only has a 90-day policy. So, which is still a really good policy compared to some websites. I've seen a lot of these websites nowadays only doing like 14 days. And off the top of on the top of this page, there's really nothing I'm interested in so far. But I was gonna just see here quick, just to compare something with the price charting cost of this. Now I can tell you right there, this original NES is way too high. I know that's I think they're selling anywhere from $70 to $80 right now. But I want to see is if it's third-party stuff, or is if this sale price is all the normal stuff. Please note the system has cosmetic flaws, is discounted appropriately, blah blah blah. Contains a controller, power supply, blah, blah, blah. Oh, they do put a new 72 pin in, which is nice, I guess. That's like a $10 to $15 part. But I do know, still unboxed and touched, bought as a gift, we'll give away. Bought the system and Super Mario. So I don't see anything right now. Okay, so someone did have a bad review saying their NES didn't work, but this is not supposed to be a comparative things. Sorry, a comparative video to stuff. We're actually just window shopping today, and we're just kind of looking at pricing as we go. So it looks like a lot of the stuff on the this main special screen so far has just been pretty common games. Now this Grand Theft Auto, the Grand Theft Auto 3 is down here. Gran Turismo 3, $1.84. That's a pretty good price. Mario 64, this is for the cartridge only, which I don't need. At $65, it's not that ridiculous. To say the least. We will just pull up price charting just to compare a few of these. So if we pull up the price charting and search for Mario 64. Loose lately, it's been selling for about $47. There's been nothing too crazy out of the ordinary down here. So it looks like in about the $45 range, which is approximate. So yeah, they got it marked up about 20 bucks, which is not very good at all, I should say. But you are buying it from a trusted, well, I should say trusted retail setting, so it's a little bit better. Now, like I said, I do not need Mario 64, so I did not put that on the wish list. So we're just going to kind of go down and start seeing if we can see something that's going to pop out of my eye that I need. I'm mainly looking for RPGs or any of the older games that I might not have that I'm going to need. I'm kind of also looking at Game Boy Advance and maybe Game Boy Color games. So far I have all these. Okay, so I do need a copy of Zelda Link to the Past. Now we're gonna pull that up. I'm gonna add this to my wish list so you guys can see how this works. New list. Yeah, it's just simple wish list. We're gonna add that to the list. So they're asking for $45 on here for this, and I want to say that this goes more in the $30 range. Yeah, so yeah, $34 range is what it's been selling for. I'm gonna pull up now. 39, 40, 31, 27, 35. I actually have this, I think, saved on my Macari watch list, and somebody does have it currently going for $30. So, but I'm one thing I do with these wish lists too is I put them on here also to have a reminder and stuff to go check out, you know, in the future, just to see, you know, well, okay, you know, I'm looking for a certain game, but I can't remember which games I'm looking for, because that happens a lot. So I will pull this up and be like, oh yeah, that's right, I was looking for this game, so then I can search for it better. So I will, let's see here. We're gonna go ahead and search up, go check out Resident Evil Veronica, because I do need that for my Resident Evil collection. A complete copy is $17. I have it listed on here. We're going to add it to our list, and then also just check the price on here. So code Veronica for the PS2. I wonder, do they list on here whether or not this was the greatest hits one? This is Veronica X. So complete is $14. Not bad. I'm going to pull up and see that if they have it listed as a different image. And they don't. That is the only PS2 one they have on here. So, I mean, that's not a bad price. Okay, what else do we have here, guys? Man, nothing is catching my eye right now in their specials. Sega Saturn system at $240. Wow. But I do not need one of them. I actually don't want one of them. I had a Sega Saturn for the longest time, and I just never even really touched it. Alright, so I am not running into any other more titles that I want. I do have a copy of Fable. We might just actually search out some other stuff. Or consoles themselves. So Game Boy Advance is an Arctic one. What do they have for the other one? So I actually recently just purchased a Game Boy for about $60 on Macari. Do they list? Can you find the other Game Boys? No, they don't got a similar listing things for the other Game Boys. But I am going to be interested in pulling up, now that I see this, we're going to look up Nintendo Game Boy Advance. Oh, handheld right here. I was gonna say they don't have anything. We're gonna look at the Game Boy Advance games. I'm gonna be interested in adding some more of this. So I do need. Let's check out Super Mario World. I do need this one. Cartridge only $45. I'm gonna add that to my wish list. I want to say that that's a little out of the range, but it might not actually be that bad. So if we look it up. Super Mario Advance 2 is what they technically call this. Okay, so yeah, so about $20 for the loose, and then they wanted about twice that much on here, which is, you know, like a dkoldies thing. That is way too much, but you know, I guess it is what it is. See here, something else that I want. A lot of people tell me these Mega Man BattleNet games are good. Metroid Fusion. Now this price right here is actually pretty good. I see this selling for $70 all over the place. I'm gonna add this to my wish list for sure, because this is actually some game I'm going to be interested in. And if we can compare it on here. $52. So I've been lucky to get that for $18, huh? So that one's not actually bad, and I would be willing to pay that $70 right there for that game because it's supposedly one of the best games on the Game Boy Advance, and it also is just, yeah, a game that I'd love to have, period. And this is the same with A Link to a Past. I'm going to copy that one too and pull this up. Alright. So A Link to the Past on the Game Boy Advance. $28 here and then $45 here. That's not bad. I would consider that. We'll have that on the list then too. So let's just pull this up and do a final talk. Alright guys, so by updating my wish list on Lukie games, something like I said, I always keep these wish lists on these pages if I want to come back later on, if I'm forgetting about a game that, you know, I've really been wanting to get. And because a lot of times I'll just sit there and scowl Mercari and just look at games and stuff, and I'll forget, like, did I need to get this game? Did I want this game? And then if I am searching for specific games, I will ask myself, you know, do I really need this game? Let's pull up the wish list and see if there's something else that I wanted instead. Now this site is just, we're not, to be honest, is just as bad as pricing on some of this stuff as dkoldies. And it does have a lesser warranty on it, but once again, just, you never know with some of these websites when they might have a deal that drops, so it's always nice to come back and check. And it might not, the deal might be what Pricecharting actually has it listed as, but if it is, then I'd rather pay for it through one of these sites that way than the other way. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We took a break from a dkoldies video for once, but we still shopped for games, and this was not a nice little window shopping episode for this channel, so I hope you guys liked it. If you are new to the channel and you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and also hit the subscribe button for future content on this. And as always guys, stay retro my friends, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you.